Hey everyone, I wanted to do a small series of videos about leveling in ESO. I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks for fast leveling, some grind spots, but also just some efficient ways to make the best use of your time and in-game resources for those that hate the mind-numbing aspects of grinding mobs. The first thing we're going to start with is our training gear. I've used this setup to level all my characters for the last 2 years or so, no matter what they were. Whether they were stam characters, magic characters, tanks, whatever they ended up being. So let's go ahead and get started. The first set we're going to use is Shackle Breaker. Okay, the first thing we're going to craft is going to be the chest and legs in heavy. That's going to give us the most resistance for our character. And of course, everything's going to be in training to get the increased XP. Everything we're going to craft, we're just crafting in level 1 gear because of the way scaling works in ESO now. Okay, we're going to improve the gear all the way to purple, just so we can increase that XP gained as much as possible without going ridiculous and wasting resources on gold gear for just leveling. Next, we're going to do the waist in light. And the feet and hands in medium. Now the reason why we went with Shackle Breaker is because we're getting weapon damage, spell damage, stamina, magic recovery, and max stats for both. This is, again, we're setting up gear that we can craft one set of training gear and use it for all of our characters in the future. So that way we don't have to keep repeating this process every time we want to level a new character. Alright, the next set that we're going to craft and use is going to be for our head and shoulders. So we're only going to run it for a 2-piece, and it's going to be Twilight's Embrace. We're doing that to get that one item for max health. Now when we craft this, we're going to do the shoulders in light, and now with that being done, we currently have 2 pieces of medium, 2 pieces of light, 2 pieces of heavy for the characters. So we're going to do the hat in light, medium, and heavy. So we can trigger opening up all 3 skill lines for medium, heavy, and light. Now, if you know the character is going to be a tank at the end, then go ahead and wear the heavy helmet after you've opened up all the skill lines. If it's going to be stamina, obviously wear the medium. That way the 3 pieces of that particular skill line will cause it to level up faster for you. And the last set that I use for weapons and jewelry is Fortified Brass. Now with this, I do 1 ring in Arcane, 1 in Robust, and the necklace I do in Health. That way we're getting all 3 boosts. Of course, do whatever weapons that you're going to need for the particular character that you're going to be leveling. And make sure, again, that you are running the training trait so we can get that increased XP. Do definitely go ahead and make both of the weapons at this point in time. Now when it comes to creating the glyphs for your enchantments, go ahead and make 3 stamina, 3 magicka, and 3 health. Go ahead and put them, obviously the stam on the medium, the magic on the light, and the health on the heavy pieces. Now, as you can see, this gear has a lot of diminished stats, being only level 1. However, now that we're on our new little Lobby character, when we go and look at our training gear, you can see that we have increased stats even though it's level 1 gear. We don't have to create, you know, level 20, level 40 gear anymore. You can use level 1 training gear all the way through to getting your character to 50 now because of the baby buff that they give new characters. And actually, if you look at it, the stats for like the health bonus is higher than what it would normally be even at champion level. Same way with Shackle Breaker. Instead of just getting 2,000 stamina and magicka, we're getting almost 2,600 for each one. Okay, now that we've gotten this gear equipped, you can see the reason why I went ahead and had you make all 3 helmets. So we can go ahead and get each one of those skill lines opened up. That way we can be leveling all of them at the same time. Alright, as you can see, our little baby character now has all the stats that it needs to survive its leveling process from 1 to 50. It's really balanced both ways, so you can use it for your magicka or stam characters. I always level, even if I'm building a tank, I always level it as a DPS and then just switch all the stats and attributes once I'm done leveling. Since through the leveling process we now get scrolls and stuff to be able to do all that sort of things for free. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment below and I'll answer them as soon as I can.